Namo Nui Savahiriyam, Namo Nui Savjayam, Namo Nui Savtrivavati Savanam, Omkara Mindu Sanyuktam Jayanti Yogina, Kamadam Okshadam Jai Omkara Namo Manganam Bhagavanayo Manganam Uttamodi, Manganam Kunkundari Ujendram Usumanganam Namasunari Swanubhutya Jata Titi Svahai Bhavaya Vivaha Nilasanidata. Namo
Om Namo Loe Sarvatrika Varti Aryantanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrika Varti Siddhanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrika Varti Aryanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrika Varti Ujjayanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrika Varti Samanam. Omkaram Bindu Sanyuktam Nityan Dhyayanti Yoginam Kamadam Moksadam Chaiva Omkaraya Namo Namo. Namasamai Saraya Swanubhutya Chakasate Chitsavavaya Bhavaya Sarva Bhavantarachide Agnana Timirandanam Gnana Anjana Salakaya Chaksurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah Tirthankaro Jagatana Jayavanta Varto Omkarana Jinano Jayavanta Varto Jinana Samo Sarana Sau Jayavanta Varto Ne Tirthachara Jagama Jayavanta Varto Namo Tirthanayakane Namo Omkaranadane Omkara Sangaryotene Namo Te Sri Kunda Kundane Aho Upakara Jina Varano Kundano Dvani Divyano Jina Kunda Dvani Apya Aho Te Guru Kanano Aho Te Bhagavati Matano Dhruva Achalane Anupamagati Pamela Sarve Siddhane Vandi Kahon Sutta Kevali Bhasita Asamaya Pravrata Are Om Eka Suddha Sada Arupi Jnana Darshanamaya Khare Kai Anyate Maru Jari Paramanu Matra Nati Are Jamanetra te maj jnana nati karak nati vedak are jane jakar modaya nirajara bandate maj mokshane. Om Namah Siddhebhyo, Om Namah Siddhebhyo, Om Sri Shuddhatmane Namah. Jai Janendra. One second. Today is August 9th, Tuesday, 2016, and we are continuing our discussion on basic Jainism. We have finished the substances. We finished the soul, we finished matter, we finished medium of motion, we finished medium of rest. Now we are going to go for space. So space, Akash. We are going to talk about Akash today. By the way, today is August 9th, and today is Nirvan Kalyanak for Parshat Bhagwan. So this is the really a great occasion that Parshat Bhagwan went to Nirvana. He went to Nirvana on Saswat Samet Shikhar Tirth. Shaswat Samet Shikhar. Why do we say Saswat? Because eternally, since time infinite in the past and also in the future, we will have all the Tirthankar Bhagwan will go to Nirvana from Samet Shikhar. Well, in this time period, only 20 Tirthankara went and 4 other Tirthankaras went for moksha from different places. Rishabdev went from Kailas, Mahavishwami went from Pavapuri, Vasupuji went from Champapuri, and Neminath Bhagwan went from Girna. So this is kind of little anomaly in the time cycle that 4 Tirthankars did not go to moksha from Summit Sikar, but in general, all the 24 Tirthankars from all the time cycles in the past and in the future, they will go to moksha from Summit Sikar also. That's why Summit Sikar has an extreme importance in a Jain's life. One goes there and you really feel that kind of thing in the air, that you are on the most pious place on the earth, on the universe, that our Tirthankar Bhagwans, they go to Nirvana from this place. So today is a Parsad Bhagwan Nirvana Kalyanak Day. Okay, so here we are on our space things, and we'll talk about space. So I'll bring the slides, and then let me put the slides first. And share screen. Okay, so substance, space, or Akash. So that's what we are going to talk. Remember, we are going in a real depth of these things because these are the absolute basic things. And if I have any doubts in this substance's existence, then I have lots of doubts occurring in the future. So that's why we dissect from all different angles to all these substances to say what that substance really means. So here, what is space? Akash, what is Akash? Space provides the space to stay for remaining 5 substances of the universe at a given time. There are total 6 substances in the universe, and space is one of the substances. So remaining 5 substances, they need to stay somewhere, and space says, here I am, I'm going to give you accommodation. So function of the space is to provide accommodation. This is the Pravachan Sar 133, 134 stanza. Now, what happens in the space is a cosmic space, and a cosmic space, infinite souls, infinite matter particles, innumerable time units, innumerable area occupier of one substance, each of medium of motion, medium of rays, they are residing in the cosmic space. Cosmic space has only innumerable space point, but can give accommodation to all of the above 5 substances. Remember, what is happening here? We are telling that cosmic space has innumerable space point only, asankhyat space point, asankhyat pradesh, Akash pradesh. And in that one, in that asankhyat or innumerable, it is giving occupation to infinite souls, not only infinite souls, but infinite matter particles. Isn't it an overcrowding over here? Severe overcrowding? That teeny tiny space of innumerable space point, and you are giving accommodation to infinite souls and infinite matter particles. What happens here? This is the cosmic space. This is a picture of the cosmic space that we see over here. This is a cosmic space. Now, This is a cosmic space, and in that cosmic space you have matter, soul, matter, medium motion, medium rest, and time. They reside. What we are saying, this soul, let's take one soul alone. One soul has innumerable space point. One soul has an innumerable space point. And you have the infinite soul. So innumerable times infinite, that's the area that you need. Innumerable, each soul is having the space point. That means that that's the area it occupies. And the infinite soul, so infinite souls times innumerable space point, those are the space point you need. And cosmic space says, I have only innumerable space point. Not only infinite souls, but we have infinite matter particles. So it appears to be kind of very severely congested area we are talking about. But space says, don't worry about it. Don't worry about overcrowding. I will give accommodation to everybody in the cosmic space. Nobody will be left out. Nobody will feel that there is overcrowding. So space has a specific attribute of giving the accommodation to all these substances. Let's go further. So what is the characteristic of the space? Remember, the soul has a characteristics that soul is known by having consciousness. Any substances that are given to you, and in that given substance, when you feel a consciousness present, that means it has to be a soul and nothing but the soul. When you see a substance with the touch, taste, color, etc., smell, etc., attribute present, that has to be a matter particle only. When we talk about medium of motion, means medium of motion becomes instrumental cause for any moving substances to move. We already talked that one 2-3 weeks back. That's a specific characteristic of the medium of motion. Medium of rest. What's the specific characteristics? It's an instrument. I see is an instrumental cause for making more movable substances to stop. That's a specific characteristic. Same is a space. Space says that I have a specific attribute, and that specific attribute is called instrumental cause for providing accommodation to other substances together all the time. Any substance wants to have any amount of space, and the space says, I'm ready to accommodate. I'm standing over here. Now I moved on this side. No, I moved on this side. Space says, don't worry about it. You move and I'll provide the space for your moving. Plane is on the ground and plane is taking off and plane is flying in the sky. Space says, I'm ready to give the accommodation to that flying plane or car which is getting driven. Then I'll give the accommodation for that. So it gives accommodation for every substance of the universe, regardless, for accommodation. So it is called avagahan hetutva. Hetutva means instrumental cause, and avagahan means accommodation. So avagahan hetutva, or instrumental cause for providing accommodation, is the absolute, undisputable characteristics of the space. And this characteristics is so unique that any substances of the universe, as we said, that Lokakash, the cosmic space, here, this cosmic space has innumerable space point only. And in those innumerable space point, the souls are infinite in number. Matter particles are infinitely infinite in number. Medium motion, medium rest, they are one each. And time are innumerable in number. We have not talked about time substance, so this innumerability of the time substance, maybe next week or week after when we talk about time, we'll be talking about it. So this accommodative capacity is such that no matter how many things are there, it gives accommodation. For example, in this room, there are 2 or 3 lights are going on. In those 3 lights, they are giving the light in the room. And room gives accommodation for all those 3 light bulbs. Suppose there is only 1 light bulb, it will also accommodate 1 light bulb. There are 3, so the area of the volume of the room will accommodate light of the 3 bulbs. Suppose there are 1 million bulbs in this room, lighted. The room says, no problem, I'll give accommodation to all those million light bulbs, light emitting from the light bulbs. Similarly, cosmic space, the similar space says, even though I occupy only innumerable space point, but I'll give accommodation to everybody regardless. Yesterday was a question, somebody asked me a question that how come matter having infinitely infinite matter particles, infinite times infinite, can accommodate only in the innumerable space point of the cosmic space? Because the space has an accommodative attribute, and that attribute, no matter how many things are there, how many infinite things are there, it says, I'm going to give accommodation. I don't have any problem with that. So that's a specific things for this space that we are talking about. Now, when we said in the specific characteristics of the space is an instrumental cause for providing accommodation, avgahan hetutva, the characteristic of space that we just look here, it is instrumental cause for providing accommodation. This is the specific attribute. Now remember, space is also invisible. Space has no form. Space is spread through the whole cosmic space. I mean, the cosmic space is limited to the cosmos. All those things, but the absolute specific attribute is instrumental cause for providing accommodation. That's the characteristics. If that is the characteristics, then space is also having other characteristics. So, ativyapti fault means, remember we do this exercise with all the substances, that is the attribute we are talking, is it a faulty attribute or is it the absolute characteristics for that substance? So, to believe that specific characteristics of the space is to have formlessness, means arupi, means cannot be visible, or imperceptibility, amurtatva, and also it is eternal. See, these are also the characteristics of the space. It's a formless, it's an imperceptibility, and it is eternal in nature. So let's say that if I consider that space has a specific attribute of formlessness only, could that be okay? Could that be the characteristics of the space? Then it is called Ativyapti fault, means extension of the character beyond the determined object's fault. If I say that a space has an absolute specific characteristics of formlessness, then it's a faulty assumption, because the same situation is present in the space, in the medium of motion, in medium of race, and time. They all are imperceptible, they all are formlessness, and they all are eternal. So, these characteristics of formlessness, imperceptibility, or eternality, because it's present in the other substances also, so that cannot be specifically for the space only. And so that's why if one believes that a space has a specific characteristics of formlessness, imperceptibility, and eternality, then it's a Ativyapti dosh. That thing is called fault. It's a faulty assumption, because there is an extension of that character, means that formlessness, imperceptibility, and eternality, they are also present beyond the determined object. Beyond the object here is a space, so they are also present in medium of motion, medium of race, and time, and so these cannot be the specific attribute of the space. They can be called common attribute because they are also present in the other substances, but cannot be a specific attribute. What is a specific attribute for the space? Instrumental cause for providing accommodation to all the substances of the universe. That's an absolute specific characteristics, because it's never been found in any other situation, in any other substances. Why do I have to know all these things? Because I cannot get myself confused. So when I'm thinking about space, I know only specific attribute is avgahan hetutva and nothing else. Yes, there are common attributes like other substances. So that way I don't mix up with the different objects, different substances. So that's a very important point to remember. Now, there is also improbable fault if we assume certain things in a space, asambhav dosh. Why? To believe that a specific characteristic of space substance is to have form, to have consciousness, and have dynamism property. Can the space have a form? We already saw that it's a formless, so this is not a right one. Can space have a consciousness? No, space does not have consciousness. Space is called non-conscious substance. Can space have dynamism property? No, space is a stationary substance. It never moves. Who are the things can move? Soul and matter can move with their own wish and will. They can move independently without anybody else's help. Space doesn't move. It remains constant. It remains stationary. So these things, they are definitely not the characteristics of the space, and that's why they are called improbable fault or asambhav dosh. Then this is improbable fault is perceived as these attributes are never present in the space substance. Never. So this way we know that only this specific attribute is instrumental cause for providing accommodation to all other substances, period. That's it. Avyapti dosh. Avyapti dosh means a non-inclusion or too narrow fault. Space is only one substance and is eternally pure. So there is no possibility of space having non-inclusion fault. This is only one. When we are talking two different things, for example, a white color animal is a cow. Oh, non-inclusion. Okay, hold it 1 second. No, not that. No. Anybody, I mean, soul means having keval gnan. Because keval gnan, when we say, yes, keval gnan is present in a soul, but soul doesn't mean keval gnan. Only some souls can have keval gnan. So now that's a vyapti fault is coming there. But here, this is pure substance. It doesn't react with anybody else, and it stand alone pure substance forever, and it will remain forever. So non-inclusion fault does not come in picture here. Now, space is indivisible in nature. Means there's a one big, huge space is present. It's indivisible. Only one space. That means space, medium of motion, and medium of rest are one in number. The numbers are one only. Gomatsar, Jeevkan, stanza 588 says this one. Now we are going to do divisions of the space. Remember, space is one, but there are divisions created in the space. For example, area of city of Phoenix is, let's say, 1,000 square miles. So that's a whole city of Phoenix, 1,000 square miles. But my house has so many square feet. My Jain temple has it stands on a 4 acre of land. Somebody's house is sitting on a 2 acre of land. Somebody has a huge place. There is presence of lake which occupies several acres and everything. There are mountains occupying several acres and everything. All those things are part of the city of Phoenix. City of Phoenix has a space. And then there are divisions created by the mountain, by the lake, by the house, by the road and everything. So, city of Phoenix is, area of the city of Phoenix is fixed, 1,000 square miles. But everybody inside keeping their own houses and mountains and river. We have one river where there is no water in that river. Whenever there is rain, the river, the water comes in the river. Anyway, so all those things are part of the city of Phoenix. But then it says, my house is so many square feet. My temple is so many square feet. The mountain is so many area occupying. See, the roads are occupying so many square miles. So, area of the city of Phoenix is one big block, but several different things are present in it. They are part of the city of Phoenix. Same way, space is a one huge things. But there are two divisions present. Space is one, but there's two divisions. What are those two divisions? Cosmic space, where all the substances live, and trans-cosmic space, where there's only the space present. So let's see this one. So here, this one, this is called cosmic space. This space is called cosmic. See, this cosmic space which occupies all the substances of the universe, they are present in this place. But beyond the cosmic space, Beyond the cosmic, the trans-cosmic space, Alokakash. This cosmic space is called Lokakash. The rest of the things are called Alokakash, trans-cosmic space. Now, remember, your arrows are shown only teeny tiny area, but it's a huge things. If we take cosmic space as a number 1, for example, it occupies one unit of area, then trans-cosmic space occupies infinite unit of area. That means trans-cosmic space is super huge, and cosmic space is teeny tiny place inside. Remember, this teeny tiny cosmic space means 7 hells that over here that we are drawing, 7 hells are there, 16 heavens are there, and the middle world in which we as a human and animals, they live over here. If we look outside and look up in the sky, and we see the Milky Way, the sun system we are seeing, with the 9 planets circulating around the sun. So there's a sun system. And to reach the sun, it takes 7 or 8 minutes of light. Light travels from sun to the earth. It takes about 8 minutes to come, and light travels at whatever distance per second. So we know that the sun is far away, but if we look into the Milky Way, there are infinite sun systems are present, infinite. And they are part of the cosmic space. They're part of the cosmic space. So, cosmic space is huge. But if we make this cosmic space to compare the trans-cosmic space, then cosmic space, if we give 1 unit, then trans-cosmic space is infinite unit bigger. So now you can imagine how big, how huge the trans-cosmic space is. It's a whole space, and the cosmic space occupying this space is called cosmic space. The rest of the thing having no cosmic space, they are called trans-cosmic space. But combined together, cosmic space and trans-cosmic space, combined together, they are called space substance. So that means the space substance is present in the cosmic space, and space substance is present in the trans-cosmic space. So that is a huge, super huge thing present. Remember, we just said the space occupied by cosmic space has an innumerable space point only. This cosmic space occupies innumerable space point in cosmic space, but trans-cosmic space has an infinite space points. Infinite space point. Now, so cosmic space is a space in which soul, matter, medium motion, medium rays, and time are residing, and is known as cosmic space. This is called a cosmos. This is called cosmos, and rest of the things are called trans-cosmic space. So this is called cosmic space because all the universal substances reside in the cosmic space. That's why they are called cosmic space. Rest of the thing is called simple space, but there is nothing except the space substance present, and that's why it's called trans-cosmic space. So cosmic and trans-cosmic, Lokakash and Alokakash combined makes Akash. Cosmic and trans-cosmic space combined makes the space substance. So 5 substances are all 6 substances are present in the cosmic space, but outside the cosmos, there is only one substance that's called trans-cosmic space. It's a pure, plain, entirely empty space. Okay. Having said that, we'll go to the next thing. So transcosmic space, it's an infinite space present beyond cosmos and is known as transcosmic space. There are no other substances living. It's a space. Space is a substance, but there are no. Can the soul go to the transcosmic space or not? Can the matter go to transcosmic space or not? Now, to answer that question, we said the soul and matter, two substances, they have dynamism property of their own. They have a capacity to move with their own independent way without taking help from anybody else. This pencil is moving up and down and up and down, and that is moving because the pencil has a capacity to move by itself. My two fingers are acting as an instrumental cause. Means my two fingers' presence is important, but cannot do the action of the pencil moving. This pencil is moving down. At that time, pencil moved because of itself. Pencil is moving, and now pencil stopped. Pencil stopped because pencil has a dynamism property, so it can stop by itself. Me as a soul, I'm sitting in the chair, now I'm getting up, or now I'm sitting down. It is because me as a soul has a capacity to move. Me as a soul has a capacity to stop by myself also. So, if the soul has a capacity to move, and if the matter has a capacity to move, why can't they go in the transcosmic space? Valid question, right? They cannot go. Even though they have capacity of their own to move, they cannot go to transcosmic space. Why? Remember that fish example now we have to take it. Fish is swimming in the water. What's the principal cause? Fish is swimming. What's the auxiliary cause or instrumental cause? The water's presence. Water's presence is called instrumental cause, and fish has a capacity to swim by itself. So water is simply a vehicle through which fish is able to swim. So vehicle's presence is very important for fish to swim, but water does not do anything to the fish's movement. Fish moves by itself. Or we take the rock, that rock thrown in the water sinks down because rock has a property to sink down. But to sink down, this stone, the rock, needs a vehicle of water. So water's presence is important, but water cannot make that stone to sink or swim. Similarly here, soul has a capacity to move. Soul has a capacity to stop by its movement also. Matter has a capacity to move or to stop. They have their own capacity. But to move, soul and matter needs instrumental cause of medium of motion. Just like the fish needs water's vehicle, same as soul needs a vehicle of medium of motion to move. Same way, matter needs vehicle of medium motion as an instrumental cause. Soul wants to stop, so it needs instrumental cause of medium of rest to be present. Matter wants to stop, moving matter wants to stop, so it needs presence of instrumental cause of medium of rest. That means medium of motion and medium of rest are present during the movement and stoppage of the soul and the matter. Now, where is the presence of medium of motion, medium of rest? Medium of motion, medium of rest are present only in the cosmic space. Water is present only in the ocean, and that's why fish is swimming in the ocean. Fish cannot swim outside the water. Medium of soul and matter cannot move outside medium of motion, medium of rest means outside cosmic space. So this is the answer for us, that why soul and matter cannot go into the space. Remember, this establishes a very, very important theory which we should never forget. We already know this theory about instrumental cause. What is instrumental cause? Instrumental cause is blame to be an instrumental cause when action is getting done in a principal cause. Instrumental cause is presence important, but cannot do anything to the action of the principal cause. In the Gujarati, we can just say, નિમિત્ત પર નિમિત્તનો આરોપ ત્યારે જ આવે જ્યારે ઉપાદાનથી ઉપાદાનમાં કાર્ય થાય ત્યારે, એટલે કે નિમિત્તની હાજરી મોસ્ટ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ, પણ નિમિત્ત કાંઈ કરે નહીં. See, this definition has to be in our blood. At middle of the night, somebody wakes you up and says, give me the definition of nimit. This has to come out. Once again, instrumental causes definition means instrumental cause is present during the act of a principal cause. So, instrumental cause has to be present but cannot take part in the reaction. Water has to be present for fish to swim, but cannot do anything to the fish to swim or rock to sink. Similarly here, medium of motion, medium of rest are absolutely have to be present as an instrumental cause, but cannot do anything to the movement of the soul and matter. So soul and matter to move, they need instrumental cause of medium motion, and that is not present in the transcosmic space, and that's why soul cannot go to transcosmic space. One can say, oh yeah, it's a huge real estate. I mean, it's a huge empty space. Let's go down there. I'm the soul. I have capacity to move. No, I can't go because medium of motion is not present in the transcosmic space. So this makes us understand importance of nimit. Prabhupada said, Upadananu namalai teje taje nimit, pame ne parmarth ne rahe bhranti ma sthit. Means, if somebody talks about principal cause only, principal cause only, principal cause only, and that's it, nothing more than principal cause, and I ignore the instrumental cause. Ignore means I make them secondary, may not give importance, but I have to know that they are present. They have to be present. It's a night time right now, for example. I need to see something. Light has to be present as an instrumental cause for me. Light does not let me see the things. I'm going to see the thing with my own eyes. But light's presence is important. Water's presence is important for fish to swim. Same way, medium of motion and medium of rest are important for soul and matter to move and stop. And that's why soul and matter, even though they have dynamism property, cannot go to transcosmic space. Right? It has to be very clear, this point to us. So transcosmic space is an infinite space Beyond cosmic space is known as transcosmic. There are no other substances living. So all these areas that we see, this is a teeny tiny area of cosmic space, but everything else beyond, huge area, that is called transcosmic space. And there are no other substances living. If medium of motion and medium of rest were living there, then soul and matter can also be moving there. But medium of rest and medium of motion are not present there. That's why soul and matter cannot go to transcosmic space. So, does transcosmic space mean nothing is present? Nothing means nothing. Then space having presence of 5 substances is called cosmic space. Space which is present having 5 other substances, that's called cosmic space. And cosmic space occupies innumerable space points. Beyond is an infinite space. It does not mean emptiness. There is a space, there is a substance present. It's invisible, but it's present. So it's not called emptiness. Panchastika, stanza number 3. Now, area of the space, we already talked about it. Now, remember, souls are infinite. Matter particles are infinite times more. Means souls are infinite, matter are infinite times infinite in numbers. Time units of the 3 times, past, present, and future, are infinite times matter. Means this is 1 infinite, this raised to 2nd infinite, raised to 3rd infinite. Space point of the space are infinite times larger than time units. So infinite times infinite times infinite times infinite. That many space point of this space, that is including cosmic space and transcosmic space, that is present. So here, this is a cosmic space. Cosmic space has innumerable space point. But when we take the transcosmic space, present beyond cosmic space, has huge amount of space points. Infinite times infinite times infinite times infinite. That many space points are present in a space. Combine transcosmic and cosmic combined. If we get impressed with this space point having the infinite times infinite times infinite times infinite, then we also have to get impressed by knowing that attributes present within me as a soul is infinite times space point. So souls are infinite, 2nd infinite, 3rd infinite, 4th infinite, and 5th infinite. That those are the attributes present within me. Out of all those infinite attributes present within me, if we simply take one attribute as a knowledge attribute, and that knowledge attribute has a mode which is called knowledge mode, knowing mode. Gnani Paryay. You know what's the capacity of that knowledge knowing mode has a capacity? That knowing mode has a capacity to know the whole cosmos and beyond at a given moment, has a capacity. It may not be expressed within me right now, but omniscient Lord and liberated soul, their knowledge knowing mode can know, they are absolutely witnessing the whole universe, past, present, future in one given moment. So importance out of all on this slide's importance is, if my knowledge mode has a capacity to know the whole universe, past, present, and future, and that knowledge mode coming from the knowledge attribute, and this knowledge attribute is infinite knowing mode in present within me, and along with that knowledge attribute, there are also other infinite attributes present within me, and all knower soul substance is me. So what is importance that I have it? I have tremendous capacity within me. I have never looked at it. And then I just try to look for the things in the worldly life. Oh, I don't have money. If only I can win the lottery, I'll be happy. Try it, win it, and see what happens. Your life will be miserable. Oh, I don't have a good car. Oh, I don't have a good family. Oh, my kids are not behaving. All these things, why will I worry about those outside alien objects of the universe when I have inside has a capacity? All those things are sitting within me in the form of capacity. I just have to take the dust out from the surface of those things, and I can shine my own things. Acharya Bhagwan says, Gurudev Kanji Swami used to say, Tu Paramatma che em nakki kar. He used to say, you are the Lord. Please decide that one first. Then the disciple said, but Prabhu, pehla aap Paramatma cho, ye to humne nakki karwa do. My Gurudev, first let me just decide that you are the Lord. Gurudev said, no. First you decide that you are the soul. You are the eternal soul. You are the pure soul. And Bhagwan is also pure soul. The omniscient Lord is a pure soul. Liberated souls, the Siddha Bhagwans are pure soul. I am pure soul with a capacity inside. I just have to look within. And so all these things, when we know, ultimately it comes back to the soul. So it has to be with the soul only. If I don't bring the soul into the picture, then it's useless. It's not going to be good. Why should I know about the space and all these attributes and all this space? No. Souls are infinite, times infinite matter, times infinite time units, time infinite space. Time infinite are my attributes present within me. That's my take-home point over here. If I look within, I'm really, really full of bliss, full of knowledge, full of faith. There was one king, he has a birthday, so he came to the jail, and then he told all these kids there, all these people, that listen, it's my birthday and I would like to give something to you. So one guy said, look, I have the torn clothes. Okay, you'll get a good clothes. Sir, look at the dry rotli we are, or dry bread we are getting. Okay, you'll get butter with that. Sir, we don't have the soap to take a shower. Okay, you'll get a soap. Sir, we don't have hot food. Okay, you'll get a hot food. Everybody asked for something. One guy, he did not ask, and king says you to ask, and he says no. King says no, you have to ask today. Guy said, whatever I want, you won't give me. What? What do you want? I need freedom from here. I am full of attributes within me. I'm loaded. I have full of super sensuous bliss within me. I have the happiness attribute within me. And I look in all these lousy, useless, alien objects of the universe and say, I'll get the happiness from there. I'll get soap, I'll get a warm water, I'll get the hot food, I'll get the butter on the bread. Those are the useless things. I need freedom from my mundane existence. And so Acharya Bhagavan says, look within, you can do that. You can do that. So whole exercise of knowing all this thing is to go again within myself. That is my important thing, to go within myself. So cosmic space occupies innumerable space point. Yes. Medium of motion, medium of race, and one soul substance are having innumerable space points, same as cosmic space. Okay, something new came up now. What's it? Cosmic space, not transcosmic. Cosmic space occupies innumerable space points. We know that part. Medium of motion, medium of race, both are one each, and they all are spreaded through the whole cosmic space. So they are also an innumerable space point. Soul substance also has innumerable space point. Now, how many space point I have it? Same as a cosmic space. Cosmic space is an innumerable space point. Me as a soul, us as a soul, we have also innumerable space point, same as a cosmic space. But soul has a capacity of contractual and expansion of those space points. So if the soul is in the form of a lowest form of life called Nigod, then all those innumerable space points are compressed in that capacity. If we are the human being, then according to our height and weight and everything, the soul has spread it that much. If the same soul goes into the elephant's body, those space points will expand that much more. And in some omniscient Lord, some, not all, some omniscient Lord, when they are about to get liberation, then they go for Kevali Samudgat. Soul has a property of contractility and expansion. Soul means soul space point. What happened here? Okay. I think it's coming. Next slide. Okay. So which kind of soul is similar size as a cosmic space? Remember, we said that the soul has an innumerable space point equivalent to the cosmic space point, but soul has a contractility and expansion capacity of the space point, and so in the lowest form of living, Nigod Jeev, it is compressed in that situation. In my case, they are expanded somewhat. If there is the elephant, it's expanded that much more. And this is one soul, means an omniscient Lord. Out of all the omniscient Lords, some omniscient Lord are ready to obtain liberation, but they still have some karmic, about some non-destructive karma still present within them. So they expand their space point to the whole cosmic space. They expand the whole cosmic space. These souls are called, they are undergoing omniscience overflow, means Kevali Samudgat. Kevali Samudgat. Then this soul space point occupy the whole cosmic space. So, medium of motion, medium of race, cosmic space, and possibly soul also has similar, not possibly, but once again, medium of motion has an innumerable space point. Medium of race has innumerable space point. The cosmic space has innumerable space point, and soul also having innumerable space point, which can possibly expand all the way to the whole cosmic space at the time of Kevali Samudgat. So these are the properties of the soul, space substance that we talked about. As we said, the space is, yes, it's a pure substance. There's nothing much more to talk about it. But what's an inference I have to draw it? The inference means knowing space, then I know who am I, how big I am, what is the capacity within me. And so I have to look within, and when I look within, ultimately I can get Samyak Darshan, enlightenment, which further progresses and goes to omniscient state and goes to liberation state. So this is the reason that we have to know all these things. We have a couple of minutes, maybe we can ask, if we have questions, then we can just go through questions. Any questions?
Kiritanko?
Yes.
I have one question. I didn't want to interrupt when you were talking.
Yeah.
But if you have a picture of the cosmos,
Yeah.
can you just bring that up? But in the middle is where we are. So I don't know what it says. It's all Gujarati, but
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
there in the middle is where.
Okay. Yeah. This is the middle world. This line is middle world. There where humans and animals, they live over here.
Right. So in the middle world, does that include, for example, the Milky Way?
No, Milky Way, they will going in the upper part.
They will go in the upper part, right?
Yeah.
So it's not complete. So this is maybe Earth, maybe the sun, and because sun is also matter particle. But then when you get planets and everything else, that's still matter particle.
Yes.
So couldn't it be in the middle? Or you're saying the Milky Way would be in the upper part?
Okay. See, this is the middle world that humans and animals, they live over here. The infernal living beings are going in this lower triangular area, right, and the heavenly souls are in the upper area. And these are the living beings we are talking about. 4 types of living being: human, subhuman, celestial being, and infernal living being. Manushya, Tiryans, Dev, Narki. So they are living in the cosmos accordingly, but but the matter particles are there throughout every whole of the universe, whole of the cosmic space.
So if there is a human being on a planet,
yeah,
they would be in the middle Earth.
It could be in the middle part also. Yes. Yeah. So that those planetary things also can be in this area or can be in the upper part also. So you are right. Yes.
Right. It can be in both. I guess it's in both then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. I was just curious. I knew it was not a critical thing, but I was just curious.
Okay. I mean, it's better to have the doubts get cleared out, So it only just say that this space doesn't mean it's a teeny tiny thing. It's a huge thing. And when we do the Jain geography, lots of important things will come out, and hopefully sometimes we'll do that,
Okay.
Any other questions? If not, then we'll just do the closing, okay? Yavani ke gyan se suje loka lok, sovani mastak namo sada deta hu dang. 9 times Namo ka mantra. Jai Janendra. Thank you.
Michami Takam Kirtanko.
Thanks, Baba.